friends, my name is Tiana and I am a children's specialist with the St. Paul Public Library, and welcome to another virtual story time. Yay! Give yourselves a big round of applause for being here. We've got some exciting stuff planned, so thanks for joining me today. We're going to start our story time with our schedule for the story time. So this visual schedule is for any of our friends who might feel a little bit nervous or uncomfortable if they don't know what's coming up next. So we're going to start with our Hello Friend song. We're going to say hi to our puppet friend Ursa. We're going to read our first book and go into a little movement game after we've been sitting for a while. We'll do a flannel game. We'll read our second story. And then finally, we'll sing a song right before our Goodbye Friend song. How does that sound, everybody? Should we get started then with our Hello Friend song? All right, friends. Our Hello Friend song uses two signs in American Sign Language. The first sign that we'll use for this song is hello. Hello. The second sign in American Sign Language that we'll use in this song is for friends. And friends are your two index fingers hugging each other, just like that. Should we try that together? All right. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Beautiful singing voices, friends. That was fantastic. All right. Well, we have Ursa here with us today, and generally she has something to share with us. So let's knock on her door and see if she's home, okay? We'll knock 3 times, and you can do this with me at home. 1, 2, 3. Hello? Ursa? Is anybody home? Oh, I hear her. It's the Storytime friends. She just said she's very excited. She's coming right out to say hi to you all. All right. Hello! How are you today, Ursa? She's doing good. Can everyone wave hello from home to Ursa? All right, good. Oh, and Ursa said that she has a letter for us today. Ooh, it's so exciting. Oh, she's clapping. All right. Can you give us any hints about what the letter of the day might be? Oh, she's not going to give us any hints. Can anyone guess at home what the letter of the day could be? Would you mind showing us so we can find out? All right, so she's going to grab the letter of the day. What are your guesses? What could the letter of the day be? She's not giving us any hints. Here she is. Were any of you right, friends? What letter is this? It makes a t sound. It's the letter T. Good job, friends. Oh, and Ursa's clapping again. The letter T is our letter of the day. Let's try drawing the letter T with our pen fingers. Okay. Ursa's going to join in too this time. So we'll draw one straight line down, and then we'll come back up to the top and to the side and draw a straight line across. So it's just 2 straight lines. Good job, everyone. Oh, and Ursa not only has the T, she also has a lowercase letter T for us. All right. So she'll go show us. What do you think, friends? Do you think the lowercase letter T will be the same or different than the uppercase letter T? All right. Thank you, Ursa. What do we think? It's a little bit different, right? It's smaller. That's the first thing. But then it still has 2 straight lines. They're just in slightly different places, right? So let's try drawing the lowercase letter T. So we still draw a straight line down, but then we stop somewhere in the middle of the letter instead to draw our line across. Just like that. Good job, friends. All right. Ursa says that she has some great examples today for us of things that start with the letter T. Would you mind grabbing those? Oh, she's pointing to the box. Should I help you with that? Okay, I'll help. So the first thing that starts with the letter T makes a lot of noise. Does anyone recognize that sound? What sound is that? Or what makes that sound? It's a tambourine. Tambourine starts with the letter T. Does anyone have a tambourine at home? What kinds of sounds can you make with a tambourine? You can make a jingling sound, right? You can also tap the tambourine like that and make all sorts of different musical sounds with this instrument. So tambourine is our first thing. And our second thing that starts with the letter T also makes a sound. I don't know that I could really do it though. It's kind of like a whistling sound, a high-pitched whistle. Can you whistle, Ursa? Oh, she's shy about it. Go ahead and try. Let's see if you can do it. Did anyone at home hear anything? Oh, that was a good try, Ursa. Just keep practicing. I can't whistle either. But this makes a whistling sound when it's done, right? And this is a teapot. So teapot is the second thing today that starts with the letter T. Oh, good job. These are some great things that you can find in your home, right? All right. What's the third thing that starts with the letter T here? She looked back at our books for the day. The first book that we have to read today has a word that starts with the letter T. Well, let's look, friends. Uh-oh. My mic popped off. Okay. What does that say, friends? Does anyone know? It says tidy. So tidy, the title of our book, starts with the letter T. Oh, good job, friends. Now, do you know what the word tidy means? Ursa says tidy means that something is clean, or to tidy something means to clean something. So you might have helped your parents tidy up your room before. But tidy is the title of our book. Well, thank you so much, Ursa, for all of these terrific examples of things that start with the letter T. She's going to get back to her house, and we're going to get on with the rest of our story time. So can everyone say goodbye to Ursa? Goodbye, Ursa. We'll see you next time in story time. All right. And we are going to get right into reading our first book. I'm just going to adjust my mic one more time. And we'll read Tidy. And this is written and illustrated by Emily Gravitt. And there's some fun cutouts in this book if you ever check it out to read at home. Published by Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers. Deep in the forest lived a badger named Pete, who tidied and cleaned and kept everything neat. He tidied the flowers by checking each patch and snipping off any that didn't quite match. He tidied the fox by grooming his fur. He untangled each knot and each twig and each burr. He tidied the birds from the big to the small, by brushing their beaks and then bathing them all. That's a lot of cleaning, right? He picked up stray sticks, he swept and he rubbed, he polished the rocks and he scoured and he scrubbed. So when a leaf fell, well, what season is Pete in right now? It's in fall, right? What's going to happen to all these leaves on these trees? They're going to fall too, right? Oh no. Pete tidied up, but still he wasn't happy. Now the trees looked bare and scrappy. And so, to make it all look neat, Pete undertook a mighty feat. What is he going to do this time? Does anyone have any guesses? What's he going to do with all of the trees? He dug up every single tree. But then it rained. There was a flood. And afterward, a lot of mud. See, with no trees to tie down all of the dirt, it all just ended up in a big mudslide that now Pete called in the diggers, he called in the mixers, he called in the concrete, the rakers, the fixers. What happened? Where did the forest go? Pete just put a bunch of concrete there in its place. No mud, no leaves, no mess, no trees. Perfectly tidy and perfectly neat. This forest is practically perfect, said Pete. I'm hungry, he thought. I deserve a treat. So he hunted around for something to eat. Can anyone tell what Pete's problem is now? He can't get into his house, right? All the concrete over the entrance to his house won't let him get in. But the beetles and worms that he usually found were under the concrete, deep in the ground. And so Pete decided to go home instead. If he couldn't have dinner, he'd go straight to bed. But when he arrived and took out his key, there wasn't a doorway where the door used to be. Later that night, Pete tossed and he turned. His belly was empty, it rumbled and churned. As he lay in the mixer, wide awake, he started to think, I have made a mistake. So, the very next morning, when it got light, he set about trying to put everything right. Then the animals came, from the strong to the weak, and they lent him a paw or a claw or a beak. They're replanting the forest. What do you think, friends? Do you think that this big forest looks a little bit better than that concrete mass? I think so too. They put everything back as it always had been, less ordered and not quite as clean. And Pete, well, he promised to tidy up less, but if he succeeded is anyone's guess. That's the end of our first book, Tidy. Thank you so much, friends. Give yourselves a round of applause for being fantastic listeners. And after that book, we've been sitting for a little bit, so we are going to move around a little bit. And we're going to sing about something that can also get quite messy, but just like forests, are pretty fun anyways. So we're going to sing about bubblegum. And to start this song, we're going to unwrap our pretend bubblegum, right? Do you have it with you? And we're going to throw it in our mouths and chew it. And chew the bubblegum. Make sure it's really sticky. Are you chewing at home? Okay. All right. And here's the part where you never actually do this at home. But for this song, we're going to take all that chewy, sticky bubblegum and spit it into our palms. Oh, do you feel it? It's so sticky. Oh. And now we're going to sing and see what kinds of messes we get ourselves into, okay? So let's try it. We'll sing like this. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubblegum. Sticking our hands to our heads. I can't get them off of my head. Okay, on the count of 3, we'll count together. And on 3, we're going to pull really, really hard and see if we can unstick our hands to our head. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Feels so much better. Has anyone at home ever gotten bubble gum in their hair? I did once, and I had to cut off the hair that had the bubble gum in it. It was pretty sad. All right, let's try that again and see where our hands stick next. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Sticking our hands to our knees. I can't move my hands at all, friends. Okay, let's count again to 3, and we'll pull really, really hard and see if we can unstick our hands. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job, friends. Should we try that one more time? Okay, let's try one more time. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Sticking our hands to our shoulders. I can't. Okay. Last one, we're gonna count to 3 and pull really, really, really hard and try to unstick our hands from our shoulders. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job, friends. Give yourselves a round of applause. And for parents and caregivers at home, this can be a great song to practice learning different parts of our bodies with their little ones. So you can try it at home whenever you want to. Okay, now it's time for a flannel game. Uh-oh. And we are going to go fishing together, friends. So, there's some pesky fish in this lake that are always getting into trouble, always eating things they shouldn't be eating. So we're going to try to catch them and see if they've been eating anything they shouldn't be. Whoop. And the way that you're going to help me catch them is when I say pop, You're gonna clap really loud to distract them, okay? So let's try. One little red fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. One little red fish swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. Good job, friends. We have our red fish, but our red fish hasn't eaten anything that they're not supposed to. Let's try our pink fish. Ready? One little pink fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. One little pink fish swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. Oh, yellow fish keeps sliding down. That feels suspicious. Yellow fish might be abnormally heavy. All right. Pink fish hasn't eaten anything strange either. I think it's time to talk to yellow fish. See, one little yellow fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. One little yellow fish swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. Anything you'd like to fess up to right now, yellow fish? Oh, it's shaking its head no. Let's see. Pooey. Yellowfish did eat something it wasn't supposed to. What is this, friends? Can everyone see? It's the letter T. Yellowfish ate our letter of the day. Yellowfish. All these pesky fish. All right, let's turn our board back around. We'll put our little additional T right here, and we'll get on to the rest of our story time. So our second book is also about a different animal that does things that they're not supposed to. This book is called Oh No, George. And it's written and illustrated by Chris Houghton. So let's see what kind of trouble George gets into. Oh no, George! Published by Candlewick Press. Harry is going out. Will you be good, George? Asks Harry. Yes, says George. I'll be very good. I hope I'll be good, George thinks. George sees something in the kitchen. It's cake! I said I'd be good, George thinks. But I love cake. What will George do? Oh no, George! What's he doing? He's eating the cake. He was supposed to be being good. What has George seen now? It's a cat! I said I'd be good, George thinks. But I love to play with cat. What will George do? Oh no, George! Oh no, the cat's running away scared. I don't think that's something George is supposed to be doing. What has George seen now? Some lovely dirt. I said I'd be good, George thinks, but I love to dig in the dirt. What will George do? Oh no, George. Harry is back. Hello, Harry. Great to see you. George, what have you done? You've ruined the place. And how on earth did you eat a whole cake? Oh, look at George. George is so sad. I said I'd be good, George thinks. I hoped I'd be good, but I wasn't. What will George do? I'm sorry, George says. I want to give you my favorite toy. Little rubber duck. Thank you, George, says Harry. Why don't we go outside for a nice walk? Great! George loves to go out. There are so many things to see and do. Uh-oh. George has seen a cake. Will he eat it? No. George goes straight past. Well done, George. George sees some lovely dirt. Will he have a little dig? No. Well done, George. George doesn't even try to chase the cat. Even the cat is a little surprised. Something smells very interesting. What can it be? It's a trash can. There's nothing George likes more than digging in the trash. What will George do? What do you think? Will he leave the trash alone or will he dig? George? That's the end of our second book, Oh No, George. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you so much, friends. I have but it is time to sing our Goodbye Friends song. We don't have enough time. Oh no, I don't even have it. We don't have enough time to sing our last song before, so we're gonna skip to our Goodbye Friends song. And our Goodbye Friends song sounds a lot like our Hello Friends song, but instead of saying hello, we're just saying goodbye. So we're gonna use two signs in sign language again. We're gonna use the sign for goodbye, which is just waving goodbye. And we're gonna use the sign for friends, just like that. Let's try it together. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me. And remember, the fun does not have to stop here. You can always go to our website at sppl.org and find tons of stuff for even our littlest learners. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.